Greater Cincinnati's unemployment rate has hovered this year at just over 4%, close to what economists consider full employment. It sounds great, but for companies trying to grow, it can be anything but. On the Business Courier front page centerpiece, hiring secrets of Cincinnati's best bosses, an inside look at how to grab talent in a tight market. When pretty much everyone who wants a job has one, businesses are forced to get creative and aggressive when it comes to winning the talent war. The old ways, things like job fairs, running ads, or asking a friend, simply don't always work anymore. According to the Cincinnati USA Regional Chamber, the local worker shortage is real and it's not going away. This week's print edition is focused on advice from some of Cincinnati's top executives on how to find the best people. With an overview of the situation, we're joined this morning by Jordan Vogel, Vice President of Talent Initiatives at the Cincinnati USA Regional Chamber. He is with Business Courier publisher Jamie Smith in the studio. Gentlemen.
Jordan, thanks for being here today.
Thanks, Jamie. Good to be here.
So in this article, it talks a lot about, employment, but specifically in Cincinnati. Can you tell me kind of what you guys think the current situation is?
Well, the numbers came out for September in terms of jobless rates. 3.9% for Cincinnati, less than the national average. So that's what many economists call a full employment situation.
Right.
It does make hiring a challenge.
What is the chamber doing to kind of help solve this issue?
So we've got a laser beam focus on talent. It's one of our 3 focus areas, in fact. Attracting new talent and expanding that talent base is what we do as our day jobs. And so, as a for instance, we are catalyzing an ambassador program. Basically, folks in the region who are very passionate about the region, who want to be part of the evangelist team to go out and attract new talent, so net new migratory talent to the region. That can include road trips where we're going to other cities, partnering up with chamber members, so businesses, and going after those pockets of talent to entice them to come here. And this is talent that's typically mobile. Okay. So they're 38 and under, and they're looking for a new situation, and our job is to make sure that the Cincinnati region is elevated into their top choice set when they're considering other places. I want to make sure that we are on the list.
Okay. Now, the businesses themselves, are there things that they can do to help themselves?
So a great example would be partnering with the chamber. We're looking for partners, so that's something that I want to make sure that I say out loud, is that we would like folks who are interested in innovating, because we haven't figured out the model fully. We're just launching it, in fact, next month. But we know that there are things that we can do that are innovative, that are around the idea of going after talent in other places. Right. We also have a Hello Cincy Immersion Day that we just launched a couple of months ago, which is where talent that's new to the region, so a year or less essentially, and might be at risk of leaving the region within a year or so because they haven't been plugged in, we're making sure we plug them in. So partnering with us to provide that to their employees. Events like the big college event, making sure that
starting young.
That's exactly right. It's the pipeline, right? At the end of the day, it's all about the pipeline, and how do we help build that pipeline? And what we've learned is, of course, we've got roughly 20 wonderful colleges and universities in the region. But the students don't have a very good line of sight to all the things that make this a compelling region to choose, to live and to work. And so the big college event was an event where we turned the idea of a career fair on its head, made it a life fair, and gave them that line of sight to what if you want to make a difference. And most millennials and folks behind that generation do want to make a difference.
Absolutely.
Right? And so we want to make sure that they are aware of all the ways they could do that. So we had not-for-profits and religious groups, and we had entertainment groups and restaurants and all the things they should know about but typically don't. Now they have line of sight to it.
Well, that's great. I always love partnering with the chamber, and it's great. I know Jill's has been very vocal that, hey, it is at the top of our list. And although a lot of markets, a lot of cities are talking about this, we're at the top of the list of people that's doing something about it. So
no doubt about it. And another example would be Blink. And I think many of your audience members would have participated. I hope they did.
Absolutely.
And Blink is a great example of how do you attract talent? Well, you make sure this is one of the hottest cities, or the hottest city, pardon me, the hottest city in America. And with that kind of an initiative, we're achieving that.
Well, great. Well, keep up the great work, and we'll continue to talk about it.
Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate it.